Good morning, all. Suburban Sentinel here, along with Bella the camera cat, who's just walking across the screen as usual. Anyway, I have a little prepping related video. Over the last several days, I've gotten a fair number of private messages from new preppers. And first, let me say to all of those beginning their journey into the world of emergency preparedness, welcome. Keep those cards and letters coming. One of the things I've noticed, both with new preppers and those of us who are more seasoned, is that we tend to focus on how to. A lot of the messages I get are, how do I do this? Or can you give me some direction in doing that? And that's all well and good. In fact, that's wonderful. But one of the things I've noticed is that everybody is focused on the doing part of prepping. And again, that's great. We have to do stuff to prep. Otherwise, this would be a really easy process. But people, in my opinion, don't spend enough time, if any time at all, thinking about why they want to prep. In other words, what are our overall objectives for prepping? Now, some may say this is extremely simple and it's also very obvious. It's survival. We all want to survive. But let's talk about whether that is actually true. If your only objective is survival, then by definition you are essentially doomed to failure. Everybody and everything that is experiencing or will experience this thing we call life is also going to face death. Now, I'm not saying this to be a fear-mongerer or to put some sense of resignation into people's minds, saying, why bother? One day we're all going to die. Which is true, but that is not the point. Once we can face the reality that is almost inconceivable to our egos, that we will die, and can face death knowing that it is just a natural progression of the experience we call life, we can live more effectively. Now, some of you out there may say this is really raising a false issue, because without survival, then we can't really do anything else. So survival has to be the most important aspect of prepping and anything else we do. Well, let's take a quick look at that. Is your own survival always of paramount importance in any endeavor? Well, I think not. I'd be willing to bet that almost everybody out there would gladly sacrifice themselves on behalf of a close family member, such as a spouse or child. How about your country? And this is directed towards those of you who either have served or are serving in the military. I'd also be willing to wager that many of you would gladly give your life on behalf of your country. How about strangers? And this is directed towards those of you in emergency services, such as firefighters and law enforcement officers. I'm sure that there are and always have been many of you who would be willing to sacrifice themselves for people you never heard of and will never know. How about an idea? Is it worth living in all circumstances? How many of you would rather die than be enslaved or be subjugated to tyrannical rule? So, why is any of this important? Well, I think we could all agree that any endeavor is more likely to succeed when the participants have clarity of purpose or specific goals and objectives. So the whole point of this video is that your specific goals and objectives for prepping may not be exactly what you think they are or should be, and these are worthy of your consideration. And due consideration, not just willy-nilly, I think sounds good. Really take the time and think about what you'd like to accomplish for all of the time, money, and energy you're going to spend with your emergency preparedness efforts. So let's take one as an example. As an example, I'm going to share my personal prepping goals and objectives. And at the outset, let me say that these are not necessarily good goals and objectives or the right way to go. These goals are not any better or any worse than anybody else's. This is just what works for me, and all of you are going to have to walk your own path. So this is just a sampling. Anyway, in the order of priority, our first priority, or at least my first priority, is to ensure that my family does not suffer. Notice that this does not allude to survival, just the lack of suffering. Priority 2 is that my family live free and with human dignity. Third, that we all live out our natural lifespans without fear. And my final objective of the top 4 are to assist others in need. And notice that mere survival is the third objective. In sum, my recommendation to all preppers is to really take the time to evaluate and periodically reevaluate your goals and objectives for prepping and write them down. Then gear all of your efforts towards meeting those goals and objectives. In any human endeavor, it is so easy to get lost in the doing that sometimes we forget why we're doing it. So that's all I have to say on the subject. Thanks for watching. This is the Suburban Sentinel, along with the now sleeping Bella the camera cat. Please thumbs up and subscribe if you like what you see. Questions, enlightening comments, and differing opinions are always welcome. Prep and be safe, everybody.